Greetings! Welcome to Demand for Math Competency. My name is Hamilton Cruz, and I'm going to guide you today. But before we get going, I'd like to do a quick tech overview, just so everyone knows where everything is. Now, you may notice up here in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a little microphone with your name on it. And you'll see that the microphone is blocked. Well, you are in Q&A mode. So anytime you want to speak, all you have to do is click on the microphone and unmute it. In the lower left-hand corner, we have the chat window opened. So if you want to send a message or communicate through chat, just go ahead and type your message there in the lower left-hand corner. You'll also see in the center screen, you'll see the mic and the mic settings. You'll click on that and the mic settings will open up. And then let's say you want to modify your mic settings, just hit audio option and you'll be good to go. And for all intents and purposes for today anyway, right here on the corner you'll have the My Mood setting. And it just kind of lets me know if you're all on the same page and how things are going. So if you're here and you can hear my voice, go ahead and click on the raise hand icon. Great. All right. Well, like I said, welcome. I'd like to start with an icebreaker. This puzzle shouldn't be too difficult, so take a minute and figure it out. And so, this is an exercise in temporal sequencing ordering. One of the skills researchers claim is improved by studying mathematics. All right, everyone done? Great, there's the solution. Like I said before, my name is Hamilton Cruz, and this is Demand for Math Competency. Now I know that some of you might be curious on why we are taking time out of our course to focus on mathematics. But really, mathematics is the elephant in the room when it comes to economics. You really cannot be a competent mathematician without having some mathematical skills. People with math skills are still in high demand. So it's my hope to get all educators to realize that math is relevant to all disciplines. So before we get going, I have a quick poll for you. Basically I'm asking, why do you think there has not been a change in the way we teach math? Go ahead and look at the poll and give me an answer. If you put other down, go ahead and type the reason why you put other down in the chat box in the lower left-hand corner. All right, looks like everyone's done. I'm going to close polling. Okay, great, super. Yeah, it looks like we're all on the same page when it comes to that. Before we get going, I'd like to clarify something. I was not always an advocate of math competency. When I was in school, I could stare at a math problem for an eternity, hoping the answer would just jump out at me. It was my interest in economics that finally got me over the hump. but I have always thought there is a better way to teach math. So, this presentation. Scott Laidlaw is a math teacher from the land of enchantment here in New Mexico. He made a documentary that explores this topic. Let's take a quick look. All right, that was very interesting. Let's go back to our presentation. So, how do educators make math relevant across discipline? Go ahead and answer that question in the chat. Great. Let's move on. So, our goals for today. Again, I wanted you all to realize that math is relevant, and we can improve our math competency through incorporating various techniques. Richard Feynman once said, "To those who do not know mathematics, it's difficult to get it real across." You can go ahead and read that. And basically, he was saying that mathematics is the language of nature. That it's nature's language. Additionally, researchers believe that mathematics improves all these skills. Temporal sequencing ordering, which we used to help solve the puzzle that we had on the first slide. And puzzles are one way of getting or making your class more interesting. And you'll be needing to know that as we move on. Math is socially relevant. Critical mathematics empowers learners and leads them to an appreciation of mathematics and helps them understand social and political contexts. So how might math fit into within the framework of your professional life is our second question. Go ahead and answer there. All right, we got some great answers. This is Dan Myers. You should have watched his TED Talk before we got going today. And this is a quote from that TED Talk. I'll give you a second to read it. Now, there are different ways we can incorporate math technique into the classroom. We can do it using real-world problems like you see here. We can also do it through subject integration. And of course, we can do it like I showed you previously through games and puzzles. So I'm going to ask you to draw from your academic fields. We're going to create a short lesson using at least one of the techniques we examined today. And just click here on your group. Let's put everyone in group 1 for now. and that should take you to our Google Docs. Okay, great. And here are your questions. I'd like you each to use a different color so I know who's who. So as you see, I'm in blue, Ham is in blue. The colors are right here in the corner. Go ahead and click a color and write in that color. And then you want to answer these questions. Starting with subject matter, how can you relate math to your subject matter? What connects you? What connects to you as far as the things we talked about today, games, scenarios, and subject integration? And how would that look like in class? All right, so in conclusion, we examine why math is relevant across disciplines. We explain why math competency is important in the U.S. We looked at some ways to improve math competency, and we learned how to incorporate some of what we learned into our course framework. Happy calculating!